Right.
That was a bad clap. FOG Andrew here, and the coach here for Family Gamers. Welcome, more gamers, to an exciting, awesome live stream. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We already have 3 people watching. Isn't this amazing?
You are the best people in the world. Okay. I don't know if you know, we look more handsome today. We have new lights.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you, everybody that supports us on Patreon, by the way.
Oh, really look how handsome Coach is.
Look at that.
Is that too much?
I don't know. Do one more notch up. Keep going. Keep going. Okay.
You just wanted to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to do a funny. All right.
I look very nerdy in my new glasses. All right. So what's up, everybody? How are you?
There's 2 people here now. There was 3.
You scared them off with the bright lights and stuff.
Yeah.
So all right. So we're gonna talk. We could basically talk about whatever you guys want, but we figure we're going to start with a little bit of Marvel Crisis Protocols.
Yeah, I don't know if you could tell that's what we're going to talk about.
So we figured this is what I wanted to ask. So Atomic Mass Games, both of us follow them on YouTube, on Instagram, and I also follow them on Twitter. Okay, and they kind of drip and drab and give us leaks per se, or they kind of like, all right, well, this is coming out, or look, we're going to paint this, or we're going to do that.
I mean, it's just like they're just revealing.
Yeah, but it's not really like a reveal. It's just like they had a live stream the other day, and then they showed a model, and then they put it away, and they didn't tell anything. They're like, oh my god, it's whatever.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Like, what do you think about that? So,
I mean, I think it's.
Do you like that, or do you like the hard reveal? Like, hey, this is coming out. And
I mean, here. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay.
Go ahead.
I feel I am an avid member of the Lego community, and Lego hates.
All right, well, hold on. I'm going to test you and see if you're an avid Lego community member.
Okay.
If you have one brick that is called a, what is that?
It's a brick.
And what do you call it?
It's a Lego.
And if I have 5 bricks
and
I put them together and I say, hey, get those blank for me, you would call them what?
Lego.
Right, because Lego is plural?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lego is plural for plural.
Okay.
Lego is plural for Lego. It's like sheep and sheep.
Mm-hmm. It's like samurai and samurai.
Yeah.
But ninja and ninjas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway,
go ahead.
I'm an avid member of the Lego community, and Lego hates leaks,
right?
Because they don't do it. Like, I feel like Atomic Mass Games does it on purpose.
No, that's but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not saying a leak like somebody found out and took a crappy cell phone picture of it and then put it up. I'm talking about like when you they kind of drip and drab and reveal it. So like it seems to be like model, leak of the rules, and then you see the cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about, like, what's your opinion?
Well, what as I was saying is that Lego hates that, but that builds hype.
Correct.
So, but they still hate it. You know what I mean? I think that it builds hype for stuff.
Right.
When Lego sets get leaked or information about sets gets leaked, like, Daredevil being in the $300 Daily Bugle set, it's like, what? Like, that gets me hyped.
Right.
So if I see Scarlet Witch in the Twitch live stream that they show by accident,
right, which
I get hyped.
I don't think it's accident, but yeah, okay.
No, I know it's by accident, but you get hyped.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind that. I like that type of thing. Like, they posted on their Instagram story, it was like a picture of the Scarlet Witch figure that we haven't really seen besides in the Deadpool trailer.
Yeah.
But it's like, that builds hype. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't necessarily mind it. You know what I mean? And I like how they're self-aware about it and just do it on their own. You know what I mean? They leak their own stuff.
It seems like they're a bunch of chuckleheads, just kind of like, we're just happy that we got this stuff going.
Right.
You know who hated that? You know who hated the leaks and stuff like The one company that hated that was GW.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they would go insane with that stuff. So, but
yeah, but I like it. Like I said, it builds the hype, because it gets me excited for some stuff. You know what I mean? Or like, they post the on Instagram, they post like the shadow outline of a character, and it's like, who's coming?
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, who's that? Who's that Marvel Crisis Protocol?
Who's the new guy? So,
but yeah, no, I do like that stuff. I like how they do that. But yeah,
I like that. I kind of like it too because it gets us talking. And like, all right, let's say we're going to talk about him today, but let's say, Luke Cage. I wonder what they're going to do. What are they going to do about his skin? What are they going to do about his power? If they're going to come at Luke Cage, probably Iron Fist. All right, well, what's his powers going to be? And so on and so forth. So I think for me, it really works out good too. So
yeah.
But all right, let's say hello. The only one who said anything was ES Taylor. What's up, brother? Doing great. We're doing pretty good over here too. I had to physically go back to work, so I'm not too happy about that. But all right, we got to do it. So hopefully everybody's out there doing okay. Staying safe. I don't know if you guys got your vaccine. I got mine. So as of Saturday, I will be officially vaccinated because it takes 2 weeks. Kaiser checking in. What's up, brother? Well, Andrew's becoming translucent on the right side. No, there is on this side of the room, there's a temporal vortex that it's there. So I got to keep pulling him back a little bit. And then if he misbehaves, he goes right into the vortex. So therefore,
I thought that was just my mutant ability coming out.
No. That's as I do my thing. Now that I have an Infinity Stone instead of the Agamotto, which I still don't like. But anyway, so that's that. But we're going to talk a little bit about Crisis Protocol. We'll talk about I played 2 games over the weekend, and maybe we'll talk about that. I guess we'll talk about that now before the reveals.
Sure.
So I played 2 games over the weekend. I ran the Inhumans playing Hot Dice. So I was running the Inhumans, taking the 4 Inhumans, plus I took
Didn't you take Strange?
And I took Doctor Strange with them.
Yeah.
With no Wong. So just to round it out, it was 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
So those are 15, and then with them it's 20. With him would be 20. What happened is I really like the Inhumans. At first glance, I didn't like the team tactic of moving power around.
The affiliation.
Right, because playing you with the Web Warriors was that affiliation is so good with rerolls and all that different stuff. So what happened was I was playing it, but as I started to get into the game, I started to really enjoy it and really made sense. So Hot Dice took the Brotherhood, but he also took he took Thanos and the Black Order.
Black Order.
I got to tell you though, Proxima and not Ebony Moore, the other guy. Corvus. They have a thing where the 2 of them play off each other. They have like a marriage thing. So if one goes and the other one is within 4, which is pretty far, because of the marriage, the other guy can activate. So it's essentially getting 2 activations at once. It is so dirty and so effective. It's disgusting.
I listen, I don't care about the Black Order, but like when you were telling me about that, and I came down and I was watching you guys play, and then he was doing that, I was like, wow, like that they would be good with anywhere.
So I'm thinking I didn't want to do the Black Order, but I think I might just get that box set just to have that for anything. And also too, Proxima especially, not so much Corvus, but Proxima. Reroll this and do this and subtract that and this and that and this and that. And then if you guys have ever played Hot Dice, know that he doesn't roll well. That's why he's Hot Dice. The thing is that he had so many rerolls and so many different things. It was just insane. So, but then I ended up taking the Defenders. I like to do what's on the list. I don't like to go outside the list. It's just me being, OCD or whatever. So I took Strange and Wong, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Wolverine. All right. Daredevil was great, but he's such a glass cannon. I actually got Devil's Deliverance off with 8 dice apiece, so it really worked out pretty good. But the thing is he took the Brotherhood with Proxima and Corvus, and it just so. My thing now is what can I add to the Defenders to be like beat stick? Because Strange was really good, Wong was really good. He ended up tabling me because I really didn't have a tank. I really didn't have like an output of so much stuff. And also their affiliation is like you can pay a power to go against the Mystic one. I just never had enough power.
Yeah.
What's his name? I'm sorry. Doctor Strange always had a lot of power because he's basically a siphon of power. If anybody uses an ability like uses their ability, the activation or reactive, if they're within 4 of him, he gets an extra power just because.
Right.
So it's just
and then Wong can give him
some
power,
too. But also the thing that's dirty about them is that Wong and Doctor Strange can heal anybody.
Yeah.
So that really helped out. But then again, offensively, bringing out power, Spider-Man, Wolverine, I whiffed and he got taken out. But Spider-Man and Daredevil don't really put out that. And then I'm not talking Amazing Spider-Man. I'm talking just regular Spider-Man. It was hard to get that going. But
I feel like with this game, I think I've said it before. There's 2 things you need in your list, no matter what. You need a tank, and you need at least one guy that moves long. Those are the 2 things that I've noticed you definitely need in
as a minimum, definitely.
Yeah, because it's just like if you don't have somebody that moves long, you're not going to get objectives right away. And if you don't have a tank, that's kind of tough to go against, your
you're not
opponent. You know what I mean?
You have to. I know it's an objective game, and it's an objective game and a grabbing game. What do they call it? Extraction. So you're going to hold stuff, whatever. But if you don't beat stick somebody, then it's not going to work. I think you need to have you have to find the right balance.
You need that tank to hold the objective.
Right. So Daredevil really was holding the objective really good for me.
Yeah.
And he was doing a lot of stuff where, without line of sight, but then he got face to face and I couldn't do anything. I wanted to run away, but I really at that point couldn't, And then it was like Proxima and Corvus. But to be fair, he lasted to round 6 and he died in round 6. So that's kind of like what you have to do. So, but we want to reveal some stuff. So let's talk about it. And I wanted to go over something because I don't think you know about this. I wrote this down. I have some notes. So there's 4 models that they revealed that I don't think you've known about. It was on their live stream. So I watch a lot of the live streams and stuff.
Okay.
So first one is Jean Grey.
Okay, we know about we knew about that because of the affiliation list.
Right. Cassandra Nova.
Who?
Cassandra Nova.
Who's that?
I don't know. I thought you would know. So you're not that excited.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You're gonna research that?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Now, is it just Nova?
Oh, that chick.
Which one?
This girl. She's
okay.
she's
a psychic thing.
She's an X-Men villain. I don't read X-Men, so I really, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Right, professionals. If you notice, I wrote this while driving, so I don't know if you could read the other one. So, all right, all right. Oh, here, hold on. Oh, hot dice in the house. Professor X's twin sister that he killed in the womb. Well, nobody dies in the Marvel universe, so
yeah. Well, now because on Krakoa, they could just heal each other using.
No, Krakoa's the place to be, man. It really is.
Well, if you're a mutant, if you're not a mutant, then no.
All right, so you knew about Blade?
Blade. Oh yeah, we saw that model.
Jumping with the 2 katanas.
That got leaked.
They leaked it themselves, but it got leaked. But here's the thing. All right, ready? You ready? I know you didn't know this one. All right. So I was listening to a podcast and then I went back and saw it. So you saw some guy with spindly arms and this type of thing, and they were like, "Oh, well," and they brought up. They said the same thing I did, but then I knew who it was. They said, "Oh, look, it's probably Whiplash, because of the Iron Man movie and stuff like that." But it's actually Omega Red.
Oh no! That's cool.
That's the guy that we love to hate.
I like Omega Red.
No, I like him too, but he's, and I know guys like Fabian who hate comic books. If you're reading now the Wolverine book, they've taken Omega Red back, and Omega Red's actually like almost like a serial killer now. But there's something about it that they're not revealing. It's almost like he had to kill some people, but it was for the mutant race, but they don't know, and this and that. And Wolverine's not buying it. But the thing is he's like so powerful, and Wolverine hates him. Like he hates him, which is kind of an ironic thing that Wolverine, the best that does, the best of what he does, and it's not pretty.
Well, it's pretty. It's just not very nice.
Yeah. So
we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do.
You
it.
might have to go into timeout. But yeah, Fabian, Omega Red. Did you buy it already? Because I'm wondering if somebody like you bought it already.
So, Omega Red is obviously going to be in the Brotherhood, but
that's what I wanted to say. What teams you want to say? So I think Jean Grey and Cassandra. If she's a bad guy, she'd probably be in the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Jean Grey obviously in the mutants.
Yeah, and A-Force.
Blade. If you're reading the Avengers, he should be an Avenger.
Yeah.
He's been in the Avengers a few times. So I think that
but like what else though? Like besides like the current run.
Maybe in Defenders, because he's kind of like a mystical street character.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking. Like maybe in Defenders, just because of his, like he could be an Avenger, which basically everybody's it could be an Avenger. But then Blade could be in the in Defenders because, like I said, the mystical type thing. And then now who's going to be? So we think Jean Grey and Cassandra Nova will be in the same box.
Right.
I don't know if Omega Red and Blade will be.
I doubt it.
But like who would Blade be
with? Well, is Blade going to be by himself though? Mm-hmm. Or because like if you look at Green Goblin, like it's like Green Goblin, Kingpin, those two are in their own box.
Correct.
But like how big is the Blade model's base? Because like I know Doctor Strange was with Wong, mm-hmm. but Wong is just like, same thing with Magneto. It's like you just throw in Toad. But like, yeah, like who would I feel like Blade might be by himself because who would you pair him with unless they do like Morbius,
Count Dracula,
or Morbius, or Moon Knight.
Oh God, Moon Knight.
See, like that would be cool. They could, it'd be cool though. If they did Blade, Morbius, and like Elsa Bloodstone and like people like that, and then did like the Legion of Monsters, and then have like the monsters, and then have Midnight Suns and have like
the Hellstrom.
Yeah,
Hellstrom could come in, which could probably be with the Defenders, or maybe they make because it was like the Crime Syndicate's really, there's no such thing as the Crime Syndicate. There's no such thing as the Web Warriors, but maybe they could do like the mystical.
What was that? What was that book? There was a book of a team.
Let's see what Fabian's catching in. All right, hold on. Let's go. No interest, honestly, but I love mutants, so I'll get him eventually. Who are you talking about? Cassandra or Omega? Well, but Fabian, you buy everything anyway, so it's funny. Defenders will maybe do a Spirits of Vengeance affiliation with all the supernatural. That's it.
That's the book I was saying. Yeah.
Like so put all those guys together. So I mean, Ghost Rider, Blade.
They could throw in Hellstrom,
do
Morbius, stuff
and
like
then
that.
Also, like you said, Moon Knight, because basically he's the god, Moon God, or Khonshu is his where his power source comes from, which is essentially he doesn't have magic per se, but he's the fist of Khonshu, so he has magic. Maybe even put Danny Rand in there too, just for the hell of it. So
he also he did first appear in Werewolf by Night book.
Mm-hmm.
So
right, yeah, Moon Knight was one of my favorites. He was, I remember when they redid him. It was the cover with him and then the 3 alter egos of Mark Spector. So yeah, he was one of the good things there. You're talking about Omega, yeah, or Man-Thing.
I was at the comic store and we got our new order, and they have the Avengers Curse of the Man-Thing one-shot thing that's part of like a 3-issue event thing, and I pulled it out of the box. I was like, oh yeah, that's another person that you should do.
Man-Thing. You know what? I got to tell you though, I don't know how familiar everybody here is with HeroClix, but we can all agree that HeroClix have some of the worst models going. But the Man-Thing model from HeroClix, and I know there's probably 8 of them, but whichever one you got, that one Man-Thing model is fantastic.
It's so simple, but it looks so cool because he's just...
It's the best model, and they actually painted it really well. So, Man-Thing would be awesome, you know, which he's like the... It's funny, though, how DC and Marvel go back and forth, because he's in charge of like some kind of mystical thing right now. He's like the keeper of some kind of gateway.
He's keeper of the forgot what it's called, in the swamp.
Right. And then Swamp Thing is in charge of the green, which is like kind of like Poison Ivy, but he's like a little bit more.
I mean, it is Poison, because I think they also retcon that Poison Ivy is like attached to the green as well.
Right. So,
yeah.
So. But anyway, let's move along. We're going to go to we're going to share, and we are going to go over.
Well, actually, before we share, we're going to go over Amazing Spider-Man, okay? But I thought what we can do is talk about the regular card that came in the core set, because I would like to compare this to the new one. So what they did was they did it for Black Widow. Black Widow comes in the core set. She's 2 points. She's not too bad. And then they came out with Black Widow, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and she's with Hawkeye in a new box. So I was kind of like, oh, like why would I take, like why would they do 2 different Black Widows? But like, she's 1 point more. She's 3 points instead of 2. She's got some different stuff. So it kind of makes sense. They're doing it with Spider-Man now. So they're doing Amazing Spider-Man.
Which they should have, because I don't know, the regular Spider-Man's not that...
he's okay.
He's not bad, but he's not Spider-Man.
Right.
So the thought behind it is, in the starter box was like Teenage Spider-Man. I just got bit. This is Amazing Spider-Man. He's a little bit older. He's a little bit wiser, and he can do stuff like that. So
right.
But we don't have that card queued up. So,
but I figure we could just talk about this real quick.
Or do you want to just go over Amazing and then compare them that way?
Well, we should talk about what he has.
Okay. So he's only...
Well, this Spider-Man's only 4 points with 5 health, moves long, and has 3s across the board. Okay? He's got a normal strike attack, 5 dice, and gaining power for the damage dealt. Impact webbing, 4 dice, range 4, which I actually like that. I actually like the impact webbing. Yeah. After this attack is resolved, he gains a power, and then on a wild, he can push the enemy. He's got Taser webs for...
This is the one I really like.
2 power, 6 dice, and then if the attack deals 1 damage or more after the attack, the attack is resolved, the target character gains stun. So I also like that. I like how he's got different types of webbing. He's got the web line, which he can pull someone in small that's within 4. He's got the web-a-pult, which he can choose an interactive terrain feature or an enemy character that's size 2 or less and throw within 3 and throw him small. That's 3 power.
Right.
The web line is 2 power. Then he's got a spider sense.
Well, also the web line, he can move towards the character small, like you said. So therefore, he's getting.
Oh yeah, I said pull. I meant push.
He can. So that's just him being more mobile, moving around. So he moves along. So it's Spider-Man. He's like here. He's pulling guys. He's kind of like hitting you with the web, then pulling himself in to move. So he's a very, very mobile character.
Yeah. And then he's got the spider sense, which when he's defending against a physical or energy attack or making a dodge roll, it can reroll 2 of its defense or dodge dice. And he's a wall crawler.
Right.
And
wall crawler is basically flight and wall crawler, same thing.
Yeah. And then on the other side, it's the same exact thing.
So let us go to the Amazing Spider-Man, which is right here. So this is right from Atomic Masses
It's Instagram.
Instagram, that's it. So we're gonna go over that, and then we'll discuss it. So
he's got 6 health, moves long. He's 5 points. He's got 4-4-3 this time, and he has a spider strike, which is his like standard attack for no power, 5 dice, range 3. He gains power for the damage dealt like usual, and then it looks like
I'm sorry. Hold on.
It looks like a crit and a wild. He has momentum, which is choose another enemy character within range 2 of the target character and place this character within 1 of the chosen character. The chosen character suffers a collision as if we're thrown into them. That's pretty good for a free attack.
So range 3, 5. And you gain power to the wounds. But then, you could choose another enemy character and then place this character within 1. So he's moving long, and then at a range 3, he's moving 3 plus 1.
Yeah.
Plus a base. So that's insane.
And then colliding with another character.
Right.
As if, like, it's crazy for a free attack.
Hey, look, you know what I think that is? Like, he's kind of propelling himself.
Yeah.
And then he kind of drop kicks the guy with the 2 feet, the typical Spider-Man attack. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love that, man.
And range 3 also, because usually you see like a free attack that's range 2 for 5 dice, but
or it's a range 3 but then power 4. So this is pretty good.
Then he has whatever a spider can, which is 5 power, 8 dice, range 2. After the attack is resolved, this character may advance medium. And then on a wild, he's got catch, which is after this attack is resolved, you may choose an interactive terrain feature of size 2 or less and within 3 of this character and destroy it. The target character suffers a collision as if the terrain were thrown into them.
So it's almost like Magneto a little bit, and you're blowing stuff up, which is good because if you're going against Magneto, he can't pick something up and throw it at you. So that's actually pretty good.
Right. We'll talk about the affiliation after, but so he's got web swing, which is for 2 power, places character within 3 of its current position, and then the next time it makes a spider strike this turn, add 2 dice to the attack roll. So that's like Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen has that, where, or I think it's Miles has it, where it's Miles. He could do a web swing and then do a web line kick. It adds 2 dice.
Right.
So then you're rolling 6 dice for free. Or, you're rolling 6 dice for 2 power as long as you do the thing. So that's kind of like...
And then you're still moving 3, so you're moving long and 3. That's insane.
Yeah, you're moving 3, which is also crazy. So he's very mobile. He's more mobile than the other version. Then he's got, for 1 power, witty banter. When an enemy character within range 3 of this character is attacking an allied character, this character may use this superpower. During the modify opponent's dice step of the attack, you may reroll 1 die in the attack roll. So you can reroll one of your opponent's attack die for 1 power. And I mean, I don't know. Could I spend 5 power to reroll 5 of your dice? It doesn't say once per turn.
It says dice step. You may reroll 1 as a character,
unless reactive. Ability superpowers you can only use once per turn, but usually it says once per turn.
Yeah. So that's a good question.
Yeah.
It doesn't say you can't. Well, I mean,
if I have the power to spend.
I don't think you can do it 5, but you could probably do it 5 separate times. You know what I'm saying? As a reactive, not because it would have said like for every power you use, you'd get plus this. So,
right.
You roll 5 dice. So I think it's like you get to reroll 1. So you would probably hit the crit or something, or whatever.
Yeah. Then he's got, so his original spider sense is on physical and energy attacks. He can reroll 2 defense or dodge dice.
Right.
He's got mastered spider sense, which is he can reroll any number of its defense or dodge dice. So it's not just physical and energy, it's also mystical. So it's any attack.
All dodge, yeah.
Reroll any number of its defense dice. That's pretty dang good.
Right.
And he's got wall crawler just to, top it off.
Mhm.
And
don't forget the affiliation.
Yeah, but he's nothing's different on the other side.
Right,
but
the same on both sides.
He does have the affiliation, so he's the second leader of the Web Warriors. So you take him or Miles.
Right.
So he's got friendly neighborhood spider team. Once per turn during an allied character's activation, it may pay 1 power and choose an enemy character within range 2. The chosen character gains the slow special condition. If the chosen character already had the slow special condition, place it within range 1 of its current position and remove the slow special condition. I don't know. I'd rather take Miles.
Yeah.
Because Miles, I could re-roll stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is just kind of like, oh yeah, I can just slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really it. There's nothing, too crazy.
There you go. I'm sorry.
I feel like it's nothing like too crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not a big deal. But Miles thing is really good because you get to re-roll dice.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather be able to re-roll dice instead of spending power to make you slow or move you range 1.
But how much does Miles cost, and how much does Spider-Man?
Miles costs 3.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
And Amazing costs.
Amazing Spider-Man costs 5.
Okay.
Let me fact check that. Where is he? Yeah, he costs 3 points.
Really? He's only 3 points. So, but then for 8 points, you take 2 Spider-Man. That's pretty good.
But I like Amazing Spider-Man better stat wise and everything, but Miles' affiliation just kind of puts it
over the top.
Him better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the whatever a spider can. I think like 5 power is good for rolling 8 dice.
Right.
But also like you're gonna have that 5 power because there's nothing else really to spend power on besides like your web swing, which you could do for 2 power to do the thing. But then let's say I have 10 power, I'm only gonna go down to 8. I could still use the whatever a spider can. You know what I mean? So like it's good because he doesn't have a bunch of things to
waste
power on. Yeah. I am a little disappointed though that he doesn't have like the impact webbing or the taser webs, because it was cool to have taser webs because it's an energy attack.
Right.
So it's a little, it varies the attacks a little bit.
His regular thing is 5 at range 3. I mean, that's pretty for 0 power, and you're going to gain power to the damage. So that's really, I think that's a game changer right there in and of itself. Because Spider-Man's
it's pretty much the same thing as his regular strike.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if you get a crit and a wild, you can do the other thing.
Right, the momentum.
And it's also range 3 instead of 2. So it's not
right, but I'm just saying it's for 0 points. It's pretty good.
I mean, like most characters have like that free attack that's like 4 or 5 dice or whatever.
Well, he only has 1 free. The other one, this one, he had 2 free.
Yeah,
on the old.
I think the old Spider-Man has more variation on things to do.
Mm-hmm.
This one is very like you have 2 attacks and you can just mess with people, but he defends really good. So I think that like they're both good in their own rights, but I still think that like I don't know how to feel because
I don't know. I think Amazing Spider-Man's better. That's the way I think. I think he'd be more tanky.
Oh no, he's definitely the tank of the Web Warriors next to Venom.
4-4-3 as opposed to 3 across the board is pretty good.
Yeah,
Venom's not going to be happy going against him, but
I mean, but the other thing is too, like, just imagine because Venom's like 6 points, right? Is Venom 6 points or is he 5?
4.
Venom's only 4. I thought it was more than that.
I don't know.
Venom's a tank when I took him. So I mean, like having hit. Let's say you're doing a 17-point game and you have Amazing Spider-Man and Venom It's only 9 points.
Right.
You have 8 more points to go.
And then it was 4 points, you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
But I think that's because of Carnage. Carnage is 4 also.
Yeah.
But, we'll see. I think, we're definitely going to get him, but.
Yeah. And he also comes with Black Cat. So.
Oh, he comes with Black Cat?
Yeah.
So we're still waiting for her card. We don't know yet.
So he comes with Black Cat. Well, wait. Hot Dice said something in the chat.
Let's see. What did Hot Dice say? Amazing may be more for hit and run attacks, and regular Spider may be for objective grabs. Yeah, that's.
I mean, I feel like.
But I think that Amazing Spider-Man is actually more mobile than regular Spider-Man. I think Amazing can move around more. Especially attacking and moving around and then jumping on an objective.
I mean, and he has 2 power, just move range 3.
Right.
And then, not just that, then you can do a Spider Strike, which is range 3. Because I think Miles is spend 2 power to do the web swing, which is also range 3, but you have to be within range 2.
So you can pay 2 power just to move range 3, but then you get 2 extra dice with it.
You get 2 extra dice if you do a Spider Strike.
Right. What I'm saying is here is the web sling. You go 3, and the next time you do a Spider Strike, you add 2 dice to it.
Yeah, that turn.
Right. So
I would have to spend 2 power to go the 3 and be within 3 of another guy. So you're moving. But that's basically 5.
But he moves along. He moves 3 for 2 power to add 2 to a 5, rolling 7 dice. That's ridiculous.
For 2 power to move for free and then attack. Because it's not an action either.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. It's not an action. So
you could be.
You're like setting yourself up.
So you can roll 12 dice if you spend 2 to move, roll the 7 dice, and then just do it again for 5. Or if you get to 5 power, you could do whatever a spider can.
Right. But what I'm saying is if you move the 3, you won't get the extra 2 dice, but you still move in 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you need to move 3 somewhere at the end of your turn, you just move 3 for free. 3 for 2 power, just for the hell of it. So, that's that. Yes, this is a good question. How many characters are available for Crisis Protocol?
No idea. It's got to be over 40.
I think 40 is a good number.
Yeah,
it's between 35 and 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I think it's over 40
because 10 come in the regular book. The regular thing. It might even be more than that.
Yeah.
That's a good question. There's quite a bit. Quite a bit. So you want to go on to the next guy?
Yes.
Let us go on to who do you want to do?
I guess we could do Luke Cage first.
All right. We'll go Mr. Hero for Hire. So let's get out of this.
So they revealed We talked about Mysterio and Carnage last week, and we also talked about Viper, but they revealed Luke Cage.
So there's his model. I don't know why it's so blurry, but there's the model. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show one thing. I'm sorry. I forgot to show this. I don't know if you guys, I don't follow this actor on Instagram, so I don't know if it's him, but this card was liked by Tom Holland 1373.
Well, that's not actually Tom Holland.
Well, it's Tom Holland.
It's not actually Tom Holland.
But it says Tom Holland.
Right, but that doesn't mean it's actually Tom Holland.
But it's Tom Holland.
Okay.
I didn't say the actor. It could be like right there. It looks like Tom Holland on the side there. So Tom Holland likes Spider-Man. So let's go to Luke's card, which I think is right here. We have him and the model. Look at that.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So Luke Cage.
Yeah, it does that all the time. I don't think there's a change.
That's
MODOK.
All right. Well, anyway, so Luke Cage, he has 6 health.
Okay.
He's moving medium, 3 points, 4 physical, and then 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his Power Man Punch, physical attack, range 2, 5 dice for free. So the standard thing.
Mm-hmm.
He gains power equal to the damage dealt, and he can on a it looks like a wild and like a hit, he can stagger the enemy character.
Right.
Then he's got Sweet Christmas for range 3, 7 dice, 4 power. On a wild, he can throw the character if he's a size 3 or less, throw him small. And then after this attack is resolved, the target character gains the slow and stun special condition.
That's pretty good.
So,
and stun, you have to get rid of it, right?
Well, no, that's stagger. Stagger is basically you lose an action during the turn. So the first thing, if you have stagger, the first thing you have to do is shake. Yeah. Then he's got 4 superpowers. He's got Street Fighter for 2 power. Choose an interactive terrain feature of size 2 or less within range 2 and throw it small. He's got 2 dangers to ignore, 2 power. When an enemy character within range 2 of this character targets another allied character with an attack, this character may use a superpower. This character becomes a target of the attack regardless of range and line of sight.
So he's like almost like bodyguard. That's like what Cap has, something like that.
Yeah. And it's cool because he could be out of range, and because it says ignores range. So he could be out of range and just be the target of the attack.
Regardless of range and line of sight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Then he's obviously got his Unbreakable Skin, which is basically like Iron Man's Invincible Iron Man armor, which is when this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. So if you're taking 1 damage, you can't go to 0.
That's another very cool thing that Proxima has too.
Yeah. And then he's immune to bleed, of course. So, and then on the other side, he's practically the same, except he goes down 1 wound. Right, so he goes down to 5.
5 wounds, yeah.
So, Coach, your opinion first.
You know, at first I really didn't like him because I thought he'd be a little bit more dynamic, have more good things to have, but you know, he's only a 3 threat, moves medium. Sweet Christmas it's okay, but it's 4 power for 7.
But that's not. But think of it this way though: the Amazing Spider-Man's his attack was 5 power for 8 dice.
Right.
So 1 less power for 1 less dice. For Luke Cage.
And what's the range on it? 3?
It's range 3.
Okay, it's not terrible.
And then you're throwing, and then you're stunning and slowing them. You know?
Right.
So, and, you know, staggering your opponent's not bad either.
Yeah, that's...
So now, listen, I agree, though, that, like...
I think you should have had, like, something crazy good. You know what I mean? Like, something...
Like, his Sweet Christmas could have been, like... You know, like that thing, it's like, you know, it's range 3, but it's like, okay, he moves within 1.
Right.
That should have been added to that.
Like maybe he moved within.
Right.
Know? Or he throws the guy because he goes right up next to him. You know, that type of deal.
Right. So I thought he would be a tank. I thought he would be like the Defender's main tank next to Hulk. You know what I mean? Like Hulk's the super tank, but I feel like that Luke Cage definitely should have been the other tank for them, and I feel like he's not there. He's not
tanky enough.
Yeah,
but then again,
he's only 3 points.
And you know what's the funny part? Between there's a huge jump between 3 and 4 and 4 and 5, and then 5 and 6. There are immense jumps. From 3 to 4 is incredible. What happens? Like, look, Luke Cage is 3, Amazing Spider-Man is 4. It's like a leap and bound.
But that's the thing with this game, because it's like a 16-point game is a completely different game from a 17-point game. It's only 1 point off, but it's still completely different.
Right.
You know?
Do I take 2 3s?
Right.
Do I take 3 3s or 2 4s? You know, it's like, you know, do I leave that one left over? And what I like, though, is with the Defenders, or even if you take the Black Order, if you have that 1 point left over, you can take stones. So that's the fun part about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, but for 3 points, see, okay, putting aside the opinion about thinking that he would be better, on his own, for 3 points, I think he is good.
He's good.
Because he's just throwing the conditions on you. And I think that for a free attack, if you get it, I think that's a wild, or it might be 2 wilds.
Mm-hmm. Where is it?
Right here. It looks like maybe 2 wilds.
Can we get that going?
It's blurry, but it looks like it might be 2 wilds.
Yeah.
For 2 wilds. Oh, look, I fixed it.
Oh, yeah. Day late, $1 short.
To stagger.
It's worth it
For free,
right?
As a free attack, I don't think is bad.
No,
you know.
So as a 3-point guy, he's good. I think so. So I think Luke Cage would need to be with somebody like, say, Black Bolt or Lockjaw to transport him up there, because he only moves medium, but you got to get him in there.
Well, listen, I would agree with you if he moves small.
No, but I'm saying if he moves medium, but like to get him into combat a little bit quicker.
I know, but if I would like I said, like, yeah, team him up with Lockjaw if he moves small, but he's moving medium, which is the standard for everybody.
Right.
You know, you're lucky if you get someone that moves long, you know what I mean? So like he moves the standard movement. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
I think medium is like for dudes. You know, just like, so he's not like Spider-Man or Black Bolt or like guys that can fly and move long and stuff. Black Widow moves long though, but she's, I guess that's the special training, whatever.
Right.
So he's just like a regular guy that, you know.
If he moves small, I would be like, oh, don't, like, I would not take him if he moves small, because unless you team him up with someone like Lockjaw.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like if he moves, like if he had the exact same stats and moves small, I'd be like, okay, that's not, like, he's not good.
No, he had to move medium.
Yeah.
He's just a regular guy, you know. Smalls are for specific, for specific characters, like really big.
For the tanky tanks.
Yeah, like Crossbones can only move small, which I don't believe in that either. I think he should move medium too, but that's.
But you know what though? If he moved medium, he would be way overpowered, because he's like, when he gets into combat, he's insane. Right. You know what I mean? So him moving small, I think, is the slight nerf for Crossbones.
Yeah, it's the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we got 2 guys here. What's up, Mini Warmutt? How are you? Juggernaut in the CP? No, but they are.
I think they
were teasing it a lot.
They teased him in the affiliation list.
So even though I have no clue about the game, I am enjoying the show. I appreciate that. We appreciate you being here. Listen to us banter about this stuff.
It's a fun game. You should look into it.
Look into it. Hopefully we'll get some battle reports done. We got schedules right now a little tough, but we're gonna get to it, and we want to get Hot Dice on it too. Even though we've given him about 7 shirts, he's lost all of them. But whatever. We're gonna get him a new shirt. Anyway, the Juggernaut. I think they teased about it. There are models out there for the Juggernaut that are about the right size, but without the card, you obviously can't play them. Hot Dice checking in. Power Man and Iron Fist should have a superpower similar to what Rocket and Groot have, and Proxima and Corvus, a bonus if fielded together. Well, they have something like that, but it's not,
kind of.
It's kind of. They do have something like that. It's kind of like a bodyguard type deal.
I feel like on the card, like on their card, it's like, oh, if he's within, like, if Luke Cage is within 3 of Iron Fist, or if Iron Fist is within 3 of Luke Cage, like Cap and Iron Man don't have anything like that, but they have the Ricochet Blast, which is the team tactic card, which they did reveal which I think is better.
Yes, I do too.
But they did reveal a team tactic card for Luke Cage and Iron Fist, which we will look at after we take a look at Iron Fist. But
yeah, so I agree, and they did it with Venom. So if Venom goes against Peter Parker, he gets some bonuses for that because he hates Peter Parker. So maybe they could do something like that.
Is it Peter Parker? Was that it?
It is.
Carnage has it against Eddie Brock, and then Green Goblin has it against Peter Parker also.
So yeah, well, they hate Peter Parker. So that's the way it is. But let's go to the next guy, who I kind of really do like this one, which I didn't think I was going to like because I'm not too crazy about the model. Although I will say,
I don't know what you're talking about. I like the model.
Although I will say that it's growing on me. Okay,
Yeah, that model is cool. I don't know.
You know
why
what
you
though?
don't like it.
You know what though? Here's what I don't like. This is cool. I don't like the way they painted it. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the way. I don't like the chalky look
Well,
of it.
you know what you got to do? You got to paint it better.
I will paint it better. I'll try to paint it better. My thing is this. Here's. I think I understand what it's saying. Like I understand the Iron Fist. I got it. He's floating. It's pretty cool. He looks like he's hurdling something. He doesn't look like he's like. His stance bothers me. It's almost like he's almost like in a lotus position, and he's floating. I would have liked it to where like he was like maybe throwing a kick, and the Iron Fist is coming or something. You know, maybe a better thing here. Now I know I'm being overly critical, but you know, from here up, I like it. The dragon is a great idea. The legs bother me. I think they could have done some kind of, you know, something better, or like him leaping forward a little bit more. Like maybe one leg bent, the other one straight, like he's flying forward, you know, bringing the fist with it. This looks like he's like, you know, there should be like something he's jumping over. You understand? That's for me. That's it. And look, I don't know if you know this, but the actor Tom Holland liked it again. He's right there. Thanks, Tom. So there we go. But let's go back here.
No, that's not Tom Holland. That's Tom Holland with an M.
Shh, don't ruin the bit. All right. So then Tom Holland likes it again.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. All right. Tom's getting a lot of. Hopefully, Tom's a fan. All right. So let's talk about the Iron Fist, the immortal Iron Fist.
Well, I mean, is he immortal?
Well, the Iron Fist is immortal, which means it transcends. It keeps going. It doesn't have to be. It's not the immortal Danny Rand. It's the immortal Iron Fist.
Okay. All right. 5 health. Moves medium.
You didn't think I was going to be able to work around that, right?
Moves medium. 3 points. 3s across the board.
He jumps over garbage cans and stuff.
He hurdles. Mm-hmm. He's got his Chi Strike, which is an energy attack, range 2, 5 dice for free. And he obviously, like everybody has in this game, gaining power for the damage dealt. And on a wild, he can stun the target. Okay, that's not bad.
No, all right, so it's basic. It's range 2. You got to get close, which makes sense. It's a, it's a
Chi Strike.
Right.
Then he's got his flying kick, range 3, 4 dice for free, gaining 1 power, only 1 power from the attack, and then he gets placed within 1 of the target.
See, I like that.
I like it too, because it's from range 3. So you're moving range 3 basically if you do the attack.
Yeah, well, really range 4 plus, because you could also go behind the guy. So you can go anywhere within 1 of the guy, which is cool. But then again, I digress. He should have been doing a kick because he's doing a kick in this one.
And then he's got the Iron Fist, obviously. Range 2, 9 dice for 8 power. Before damage is dealt, other enemy characters within 3 of the target character suffer a damage.
All right, so break that down.
So if I'm going to attack Black Bolt with Iron Fist,
yes,
and Medusa and Crystal are within 3
of Black
Bolt, they take 1 unavoidable, unblockable damage.
That's insane.
Within range 3, not even within range 2.
For free. They get nothing for nothing. Boom. They just so I can kill Black Bolt, and if they have 1 wound each, I can get rid of them in 1 shot.
But that's not all.
But also, it's an energy strike.
It is an energy attack. Then, before damage is dealt, if the target character has an activated token, it gains the stagger special condition and is thrown small away from this character. Okay. But if the target character does not have an activated token, it gains an activated token. So you can activate someone. So you can basically do a crap ton of damage, hurt people within range 3, and activate the target character.
And by the way, you're not moving.
Yeah,
you're not activating.
So I basically
so now what is it to take to get that?
But it's 8 power.
No. I'm saying, but is that you have to roll a wild or anything, or that's automatic?
That's all free.
So
you don't even have to roll
before
anything.
damage is dealt. So no matter what, you're staggered or you're that's dirty. That's why it's 8 point. It's how much? 8 point?
8
power.
power. And
Excuse me.
And so it's basically like I can just imagine and seeing it happening because
so you'd stagger and then you could throw him small.
Yes.
Oof.
If they have the it says before damage is dealt, if the character has an activated token, it gains stagger and is thrown.
Mm-hmm.
But I think so if he has an activated token, or if he doesn't have an activated token, he doesn't get stagger, but he does become activated.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's already activated, he gets staggered and then has to shake it off next turn and only can do one action.
Wow. All right. See, this is.
But just imagine though. I can just imagine like Iron Fist going up to Black Ball. I spend the 8 power, roll the 9 dice. It's like, okay, Crystal's got 1 wound left. Okay, she's done. And then it's like, oh, Medusa's got 1 wound left. Okay, she's done. Roll 9 dice. Completely do amazing.
I just don't like the fact that you're comparing this all to my favorite Inhumans.
Well, that's exactly why I'm doing it.
But you know what, though? Think about this. That's 8 power. He would really benefit from being in the Defenders.
Yeah.
Because
with Wong
and the Defenders, or even in the Inhumans.
Yeah.
With them moving power around for the affiliation.
Right.
So, he could probably fit in both.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. So he's got 2 more, right?
But that's not all though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't even need that because he gains an additional power during the power phase. So he's getting 2 power.
Right. That makes
each
sense.
round.
But that's nice. That's like he's because he's meditating the chi power comes and it makes a lot of sense. Like he's internalizing everything.
And then he basically has the Daredevil radar sense, which is when this character is defending against physical or energy attacks, targeting it from within range 3. The character adds blanks in its defense roll to its total successes.
Within 3, yeah.
So now I'm like, my God, 8 power is ridiculous. But there's nothing else to spend power on. That's the only thing on his card.
Thing, right.
The only thing Iron Fist can do to spend power, unless you do a Team Tactic card or something like that, that's the only thing Iron Fist can do to spend power on. So in that sense, it's not bad because I'm not trying to be like, oh, I want to do this instead.
But you think about it, it's.
But also for 8 power, it's amazing.
If you have to do the chi strike, and hopefully you'll get some wounds and stuff, but you won't really get 8 power till maybe the earliest the 2nd round.
Yeah.
Maybe the 3rd round. Definitely by the 4th round, but
I'd say that is definitely a once a game attack.
I mean, it might be twice. It depends.
If you you'd have to get really lucky and like throw. You'd have to put him in the Inhumans with Wong. So you'd have to do Black Bolt, Medusa, and then throw him and Wong in there, and then throw like Lockjaw or something in there, just so that like they can all give him the power, and then also Wong do it. Like that would be the only way to really do it more than once a game.
Right.
Maybe twice if you're really lucky and you get 5 damage.
Right, but you
twice.
But then again, his the flying kick and the chi strike for free are pretty good.
Yeah, they're good attacks too, and he's got some variation of an energy attack.
Right. So, yeah, I really do like the Iron Fist.
Yeah.
See, like Luke Cage's model, I like better than his stats, but I like his stats better than I like the model. So
right.
But yeah, that is Iron Fist. What about on the other side? Anything different?
He has absolutely nothing different. So he's got the same stuff.
Right. So I think that's it right there. So let's see. Let's see what Fabian's checking in saying. Power Man Iron Fist should have a thing. Yeah, we said that. Mini War Mud. He looks like he bought a new Toyota. I know old school peeps will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the old Toyota commercial. Okay. No, you don't have to be quiet, but I get it. Because they used to jump up. What a feeling. And they jump up. And then they would like freeze it in the air. So, yeah, it does. What is it? The fish should be coming forward with the punch thrown, about to make contact, and the pose should have been a leaping kick. I don't think it should have been a kick at all. I think he should have been rooted in the ground, just like when you throw a punch, okay? and he balances his chi because you retrieve chi from the earth, okay, because that's where the chi power comes from, and then you root yourself into it and then extend your energy into it, pushing the Iron Fist into it. Okay, I can't tell if he has his thumb on top or on the side, but when you punch, you have to have it on top. You could have put you could have put the kick in. I think the kick would have been cool too, just because he has a kick attack.
Listen, there are a lot of generic poses that these models have, so give them some credit for at least not having him rooted on the ground. He's in the air.
I'm going to buy it, and when I buy it, I'm already complaining because I'm going to buy it, so therefore I can do whatever I want once I buy it.
All righty.
So that's that. But Andrew has something special. He wants to go over a card.
Yeah, the Team Tactic card.
We can't get it, but we'll read it to you.
It's on Instagram.
It is?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on. I'm going to go to the video. All right. Over here.
Click the middle.
This?
No.
This?
No.
This?
No, the picture of them.
This too?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the second picture. No. Right there.
Oh, this one. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. All right. So.
See, I don't know about the intrawebs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I got you.
So.
This is a long one.
This is the card that, like Fabian said, like they should have something that works together.
Right.
Like they don't like this card. You know what? We'll read it. When an allied character is targeted by an attack is within range 3 of an allied Luke Cage or an allied Iron Fist, the allied character may spend 2 power to play this card.
Okay.
So let's just say, for example, Black Widow is being targeted by an attack, and Luke Cage
or Iron Fist.
Let's say Luke Cage, for example, is within 3 of Black Widow. He spends the 2 power.
Right.
When that happens, you place the Luke Cage or Iron Fist that is within 3 of the allied character within 1 of the allied characters. So you move him up next to Black Widow.
So like we were saying, he's within 3, base plus 1. So you're really moving like 4.5, let's just say. You know what I'm saying? Because you could put him anywhere, maybe closer to where you need to get.
He just moves range 1 within range 1 of the allied character.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if he's like the furthest he could be is 3. So now you're moving 4. I mean, I know what you're saying. He could be within 2 of her and go up, but it's a maximum of 4. That's pretty damn good.
Maximum of 4.
Yeah, 3 plus 1 is 4. She's 3 away. You move him 3, and within 1 of the allied characters, so you can move them on the other side of the allied character for 1. So it can move 4.
Okay. Then the place character becomes a target of the attack. So that may mean that Luke Cage is the target of the attack.
Right.
And then after the attack is resolved, if the place character is not dazed and the attacking character is size 3 or less, the place character may throw the attacking character away small.
All right. So now we were getting this wrong. I'm glad we fixed this. Throws and pushes are 2 different things.
Mm.
I push you off an objective, but when I throw you into something.
Yeah.
Like a building or a trash can or something like that. So that's a great card. And now how much is that? 2 power?
2 power to do it.
So now something like this could have been a superpower.
See, I don't know. I don't know if it would work as a superpower, because then like you would have to put that on Luke Cage and Iron Fist card.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I think it works better as a card because you can only use it once.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't just hop around the board.
I think I as I'm saying it and you're saying, I kind of agree, because then you could just be hopping around, like you said, hopping around the board.
Yeah.
Going all over the frickin' place. Just moving and moving.
So that's kind of like, now it's not exactly like Proxima and Corvus, where Proxima and Corvus play off of each other. It's Luke Cage and Iron Fist doing something for someone else. It's not them doing something from each other.
Which is good, because let's say you take Luke without Iron Fist, or you take Iron Fist without Luke, it works for either one of them.
Right.
So
I think in that regard, it's good.
But I like stuff like this, because I will say myself, you, and Hot Dice. I'll speak for him. The cards that we use, we're getting better, but we're not there yet. Like that's the one. Oh, I could have played. Oh, I could have played this.
I have had
I
games.
like this.
I have had games where I don't.
You forget.
I just don't use
forget.
them.
Right.
I think the only times I really like. I think when I played the Web Warriors against, I think the Inhumans, I used Patch Up to heal up Gwen, but that was about it. So,
and what I try to do is I try to put the cards with who I might use them with, but it is what it is. So this is a really, I think, a really good card.
Yeah,
I really as a crisis card. What do they call it?
Team Tactic.
Team Tactic card. I played too many games and too many names, but yeah.
So that obviously would come in their box.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's bad. I think it's a good thing for them.
I couldn't see them not putting Power Man and Iron Fist together because they've had a comic book for God knows how long.
Well, they're the heroes for hire.
Yeah, so and that was the name of the card, right? Hero for Hire card. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So
yeah,
but yeah, so that was amazing. Luke and
Iron Fist.
Got to get all three. I think so. I'm looking forward to. I really do like Luke Cage and Iron Fist to put them in the Defenders. I think they'll really come to the Defenders nice and cheap, but they're bringing their A game. They're bringing a lot. They'll bring a lot to the Defenders, and although they're not tanky, they're just enough tanky for 3 points each where they could do some damage. So I'm getting 2 guys for 6 as opposed to 1, 5, or 4, and they could probably hold their own. So I think they're going to play with each other really well. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and I do like Amazing Spider-Man. It's just I would rather use Miles's affiliation ability instead of Peter's, just because I like the fact that it's like, okay, everybody's got spider sense, and now everybody rolls more dice. Yeah,
Miles' ability is really good, but I think he'll fit in.
I think that's my favorite affiliation ability.
It's really
because
really good.
if you're holding an objective, you get to reroll skulls of attacks and defenses.
Yeah, that's brutal.
So
that's what Doctor Strange has also.
Yeah.
So he can reroll skulls, or a skull, or all the dice.
Mm.
So it's it doesn't seem, other than like say a team tactic card, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of opportunities for rerolls in this game.
Yeah.
It seems like when that happens, you're going to pay through the nose for it, or it's some kind of special ability which is inherent with that character.
Yeah.
So to have that, like you said, as a team as an affiliation, is like there was the times where you were doing like, oh, I got to roll this. Oh, I'm holding objective, and you roll like almost 3 times, and I'm like, the hell are you doing? And
but it's even better for you take the Web Warriors and then you take Black Bolt or somebody, with the Web Warriors, so it counts for him too, because he's an honorary Web Warrior,
and also every Inhuman can reroll 1 dice.
So that's just even more insane.
And I'll tell you what, the thing is with this game, even like rolling 4 and 5 dice is a huge difference, because this is one of those games where you roll dice and you get a lot of blanks. It really it's like, like
that's
like we've rolled 11 dice and gotten 1 or 2 hits with no crits. I mean, Hot Dice rolled 9 dice and got 9 skulls that one time. We didn't take a picture. We should have, but this game is not overpowered as far as dice is concerned,
and
that's crazy.
And that's why a free 5 dice attack is like standard. You know what I mean? It's 5 dice, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it's like 5 dice. Talk to me when you get to 8.
Right.
8, 9, 10, 11. Now we're talking. But even with that, like I just said, like I rolled Black Bolt's beam and I whiffed on all 3. It's just terrible, man.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, that's the game. But I'm just saying, when you're like, oh, I'm gonna roll 5 dice, slow down, pal. It's it's not as good as you'd think.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I got everything painted except for Cap. I don't know why.
I don't know why you didn't paint Cap.
I don't know why.
You're what did like? Didn't you say you're like my three favorites are Daredevil, Cap, and who else? Wolverine. And I'm like, you still haven't painted Cap.
Well, Wolverine and Moon Knight, but yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It hasn't got. You know why? Because I don't think Cap is that good in the game, and we really. All right, let me ask you something. Because I haven't painted him, have you taken him?
Nope.
If he was painted, would you have taken him?
Probably not.
Probably not. So
I do want to try taking him and Iron Man and trying out that Ricochet blast just to see how good that is. If it is good, Yeah. So.
But we've been buying along affiliation lines. So I wanted to do Defenders and I wanted to do Inhumans. So got all the Inhumans and the Defenders were pretty close. You wanted to do.
Well, you got the main Inhumans, and then there's the other people that are a part of the Inhumans, but also a part of other things. You know what I mean?
Right, but
because it's Beast and Ronin, those guys are.
Well, because Ronin married Crystal at one time.
I wonder. You know what would be cool if Quicksilver becomes a member of the Inhumans because he married Crystal too.
Correct. Well, Crystal gets around, huh? And what the hell is it? Who else is it? It was Beast, but that was in that one story. But if the Fantastic Four ever comes out, Johnny Storm was with Crystal. With Medusa after the breakup of the King and Queen, which is weird that they're both still the King and Queen, but I guess it's the president vice president type deal. But that's it, man. Yeah, looking forward to it. I know that Crisis Protocol kind of taken over our live stream.
We were gonna do this, be like, we'll talk about different things, and now we're just talking. Now it's the Crisis Protocol live streams
until
now
until the next. So if
until we buy all these models, stop playing it, and then go to a new game.
But if they keep doing what they're doing, it's not going to stop.
Yeah,
also the way we've always done it is if this is the game that we like, that's the one we're going to play. So now, if no one was playing Crisis Protocol, let's just pick a game. I don't know. I don't want to say the DW game, but let's just say some game that we found at Adepticon and we liked, we'd probably be talking about that game. So that's just the way we do it, and then eventually, if anybody is out there and has a suggestion, we'd be more than happy to do it. Before we go, and Andrew's going to take us out, before we go, we'd like to thank our Patreons because they've been helping us out. And I just bought a new light set, which you can see here. It's actually working pretty good. Although the light over the head is really shining over here. I look like I'm going to get sunburn on my solar panel over here. But we're going to have to play with it a little more, but we really appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel, we do have a Patreon. And every dollar goes into it. We've been saving up because there's a few things we want to do. So we really haven't spent it, but we did need a light set. So
a new light set.
Yeah.
So, and that can be found in the description below.
Right.
So if you feel so inclined to support the channel, go support us. And
Mini Warmont's got the last one. We'll do it real quick.
Got the last word.
Last word. I don't have my glasses on. Let's see.
He said, "No worries, good stuff. Finished 3 of thousands of Zombicide walkers. LOL. It's chow time in AZ. Take care."
All right, brother. Stay strong over there. My buddy's moving out there. Good buddy of mine from Brooklyn's moving out there. Keep an eye out for him. You'll know because he'll be the one who talks like me with a tree of his legs, So, but Andrew, you want to take us out? Let's go.
So, guys, if you liked this live stream, definitely give this live stream a like and stay tuned for next week. Also, we're going to be doing this every single Wednesday at 7 or 8 p.m.
I think 8 p.m. for now because technically it's football season, so we're going to go at 8.
Yeah, so 8 p.m.
If you can't catch it and you're catching it on the replay, we love the fact that you're actually checking us out. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and then comment down below. You could add some stuff in there. Also, if you guys want to talk to us, link down below to our Discord server, which I recommend that everybody should join the Discord server because we have a lot of fun in there, and it's a great way for us to, talk to everybody, and it's, it's awesome. So,
and also every Wednesday I'm coming out with my wargaming question. So if you have a question, go watch the video and throw something down there. Maybe we'll get to that question for you.
Yeah. So guys, That's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, rate, comment, subscribe.
Remember they used to rate?
I know. I don't even think rate was a thing.
I don't even think it just was something we used to say.
Yeah.
So
all right, guys. See you in the next one.